doing? Thanks for coming in, guys. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come in. As you come in, I just want to welcome you to my Tuesday tea and crumpet night. We here talk about insurance, some solutions. I'm here for you to answer any questions, concerns. We talk about the latest topics, as you see, we're going to be talking about tonight, and how that relates to insurance. Insurance can be a pretty difficult topic, so I'm here in hopes that these Tuesday tea and crumpet times are helpful to you. Maybe give you some answers, maybe give you a little bit of understanding about how these insurance companies and how your policies work. So I'm Sybil Green Padilla. Thank you guys for coming in. Hi, honey. Thanks for coming in. So if you have any questions or comments or any topics, let me know. I'm a licensed agent. I am licensed in 50 states, and I am really just here to serve. It was my desire. I just noticed in my career a lot of people had so many questions, and nobody was really kind of helping them through the questions. So I just wanted to be that voice. Hi, Shalita. Thanks for coming in. If y'all come in, tell me what you're drinking. I always like to talk about teas. I love teas, and tonight I'm drinking actually apple cider vinegar. Okay, don't judge me, but it is very healthy for you, and I guess I've acquired a taste for it because I drink it so much. So it has many benefits to that. So very good for your system, immune system, and all of the above. Apple cider vinegar has a lot of health properties. Hi, Shalita's drinking green tea. Awesome. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining me. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in again. I am here every Tuesday to serve you. So Green Insurance Solutions is my agency, and I'm basically an advocate for you, the customer, the clients, those of you that are buying policies. Maybe you don't have an understanding of what you have, or you need a little bit of interpretation. I'm here to be of service to you. So welcome aboard. Thanks for coming in. We have a really good topic tonight. This is all over the news. This was about Tyree Sampson. And you all know, and everybody has heard that, he's a 14-year-old that lost his life on a ride at Icon Park in Orlando. So really sad. When I heard this, it really crushed my heart. I mean, 14 years, wow, 14 years old, that's so young, and his life was taken on this ride. So my heart goes out, my prayers go out to the family of Tyree. We're praying for the family. So this is just something, we just want to talk about, because this happens, quite, I won't say often, but accidents do happen quite often. So we're going to talk about that because I know Ben Crump is the attorney he's a civil rights attorney for Tyree Sampson, and I know he's kind of comparing it to a homicide or a death like George Floyd. So we're not going to get into the political arena of any of this, but I did want to talk about this because there's some debate a little bit about if it's an accident, homicide, or what kind of death is it. So it's still under investigation. So hi, Phyllis. Thanks for coming in. Hope you got my message today. So there's a lot of different talk on that. So I'm not here to debate on that, but I do want to talk about the difference of accidental and natural death. I do get a lot of those questions about accidental deaths. What are those? Natural deaths. There are accidental policies out there, and you definitely want to know, because there's so many different insurances, guys. You definitely want to make sure that you have the right policy. So again, my condolences for Tyree's family. He was a big guy, and they're saying he wasn't in correctly. So we'll keep lookout on that to see how that turns out. But anyway, again, my condolences. So I wanted to talk today. Tyree's death was due to an accidental, so far as we see it. Accidental, maybe not strapped in, nobody killed him or anything like that. It was an accident so far as we see. He fell out the ride. He was about 6'5" and I think 320. So that's a pretty big guy. So if he wasn't strapped in correctly, that would probably tend to happen. But I wanted to talk about that because, who is this? Hi. Oh, Jaleesa's in here. Hey, Jalisa. So I wanted to talk about that, and I'm going to read some stats because accidental deaths are actually, believe it or not, the fourth leading cause of death. Now, accidents come in all forms, and I think once we think about accidents, we think about automobiles, we think about train, plane, boats, things like that. But there's a category called unintentional accidents. These are accidents like poisoning. I wrote down some things. Poisonings, falls, trips and falls. As seniors, that's a big thing for seniors. Trips and falls, also choking, drownings. Those are all considered accidental deaths. So there are life insurance policies that just cover accidental deaths. Guys, they're really inexpensive policies. One company that I do represent, you can get like $50,000 for $5, and you can get $100,000 for $10. Now, who wouldn't go for that? But it's really, really inexpensive. But you do want to understand it's not a full comprehensive insurance policy. It's only just for accidental death. So a lot of people actually call in, and they were really, I guess, misled because they thought they had a $500,000 life insurance policy and came to find out that it was a accidental only. Well, if the person died by heart attack or stroke or cancer or any type of natural death, that policy won't be paid. So people have those policies for years because it's automatically debited out of their account. $10 or $5 or $10, you probably won't notice it much. So people have those for years. And they don't even realize that they have it. Sometimes they're like, I didn't even know I had it. But when their loved one dies, they actually realize that it doesn't pay because it's not a natural death. So just be careful when you are buying your insurance policies that you do know what you're getting, okay? Accidents, again, choking, drowning. You could slip and fall and hit your head. A lot of that poisonings, not intentional poisoning, but that would be a homicide. But actually, like eating something that you maybe didn't know and it poisoned you, food poisoning, things like that. People die from that. So just be careful when you're buying your policy that you know exactly what you are getting. Accidents are the fourth leading cause of death in the U.S. And this is 2020. Now, I took these stats from, it's a Statista. It's John Effling. He's actually wrote the statistics. So I'm going to be kind of referring to him. I also did do a little research on fast stats, www.cdc.gov, and I got these stats for you. But accidents, I just talked about that. So the difference is, the other difference is natural death. So natural death would be like heart attack, again, stroke, cancer, a sickness. COVID-19 is considered a natural death because it is a sickness. Now, believe it or not, COVID-19 in 2020, these are stats from 2020, 10.4% people died of COVID-19. Now, I know some of those stats I've heard are a little bit higher, but this is based on this Statista, and it was the third leading cause of death in 2020 was COVID-19, and that is a natural death. Okay, all right. Also, heart disease actually was number one. So what do y'all think was under heart disease? Heart disease was number one, and cancer. So those are your big your pretty big ones. So 1 out of 6 people will die of heart disease or cancer. And actually, that beat over the COVID-19. It also beat over accidental deaths, unintentional injuries by the elderly. Heart disease was 20.6%, malignant neoplasma 17.8, COVID-19 I told you was 10.4. Accidents ranked fourth leading cause of death, 5.9. Also including with that is unintentional injuries. Chronic respiratory 4.5, that's dealing with the lungs. All of these guys that I'm sharing about are natural deaths. So natural death is anything other than accidental deaths. So just be aware. Falls, 42,114 people died last in 2020 from falls. You know, you don't even think about those when you think about accidents, but wow, a lot of people died from falls. And this is based on 100,000 population, okay? Out of 100,000 population, they're saying 42,114 people died of falls. Wow, that's a lot. So, guys, I just wanted to come on here to kind of, make sure you understood the difference. A shooting, a lot of shootings. We're seeing a lot of police shootings. We're seeing a lot of deaths. By that, those are considered accidental deaths. And I just wanted to kind of throw this question out there in regards, say, if you are driving and a person hits a tree, is that an accident or natural? Come on, I'm going to pull you guys in here tonight. Is that an accidental or natural death? You're driving and you pass out and you hit a tree. Come on, talk to me. You pass out and you hit a tree. Would you consider that an accident or a natural death? So it's going to be determined. Hi, Tracy. Thanks for joining. It's going to be determined by once they do the research and once they do the investigation, they will let you know. They will let the family know. I know of a family, don't know them personally, but heard of a family, accidental, that's right. If they hit a tree. Now, this family thought they were going to get the policy, the accidental policy portion of their insurance, but when they did the investigation, they found out that the person had a heart attack before they crashed into the tree. So that is a what, guys? Heart attack. Heart attack would be a natural death. So there's investigations that are done once a person dies, and they will determine if it's actually an accidental or a natural death. If you just hit a tree, yeah, that's definitely accidental. But if there's a heart attack before you hit the tree, that does happen, then that's going to be considered a natural death. And if you just only had an accidental policy that I talked about earlier, the family would not get paid for that. So I hope a little bit of that information did help to kind of show you what the difference is so that you can know. And if there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. You can always inbox me. You can post a comment down below. But I hope you guys are enjoying these great information that I'm giving away free. So if any way I can help you, let me know. Okay, Phyllis, I'm going to look for you to talk to you tomorrow. So thanks for coming in. So I hope you got anything out of that. Let me know if you can, if you need me for anything. I do lunch and learns with families, with businesses. These are free that I'm offering just to educate your employees or educate your family on the importance of life insurance. I do policy reviews. That is free of charge. I'll look at your policy and kind of let you know the fine print, so to speak. So just give me a call. My number is going to be below, or you can follow me on Green Insurance Solutions right here on Facebook, or you can inbox me. Okay, email is greeninsurance50@gmail.com. So that's all the time that I have, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. You all take care, be safe out there, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Let's take a sip, and I want to say good night. Good night. Thanks for joining. See you next Tuesday.